Why would you want to hate us? I don't understand. Why would you hate Marines? Why would you hate me? I don't know. I'm doing part two because you guys like part one so much. I'm gonna go ahead and continue this video from, let's see, it is Nicky MGTV. Pretty awesome dude so far. You know, last time that I did the reaction video on this one, it turned out that people is not hating on Marines. They're just jealous of the awesome uniform and the awesome stuff that we do out there, you know, in overseas or here in the States, whatever it is. It's just awesome. It's awesome being a Marine. There is its ups and downs, okay? I'm not going to be saying that it's all fine and dandy being in the Marine Corps. There is a lot of ups and there's a lot of downs too. It can actually backfire on you. A lot of people go into the Marine Corps in order to start their career or just get out of their comfort zone, get some training, even just their career being a Marine all their life. So they end up becoming a Marine and they stay in for all 20 years and plus. So I have a couple of Marines and a couple of friends in the Marines right now that they're actually about to retire. So we're gonna see what we're gonna get into on this video right here, part two, why every branch hates the United States Marines. This gets interesting, and it is gonna get interesting because if you're new here to my channel, Manny Ramos Motivation, I speak on motivation in regards to fitness, military, and just overall life. And if you're new, I used to be in the Marine Corps. I was in the Marines and served in overseas in Operation Iraqi Freedom. I was a martial arts instructor there, and I was also a drill instructor in the Marines. So I know a little bit about training, discipline, and getting out of our comfort zone, training civilians into Marines type of deal. So let's see what this guy gets out of me. See if he's correct about what he's saying about every branch hating the Marines, or if he's just bluffing. It's a pretty good title, though. I can give him that. Let's get into it.
And I know people are going to say, too,
What about D-Day, Nicky? What do you mean? There was the army that did that.
okay, we'll give you some respect. It's all right. You don't have to be so mean. But yes, in theory, the Marines are first to fight. And that's one thing that people hate when they talk about that. But if you look at it, obviously there are other forces or different assets from other services that could make them first to fight if you want to look at that perspective. But I will say the Marine Corps is more so known for this than I would say the other branches. I already know you're going to dislike the video at that point, so it's okay. Veteran Johnny, I know you're upset that I'm not mentioning the Army as being better than the Marine Corps. I know, that's why you clicked on this video. And the fourth one here is they are known to be the quotations more elite fighting force. Now, people, when they rank the branches, when they talk about which ones are the most lethal or the most notorious for being combat ready, a lot of people look at the Marine Corps first. So that's what I'm talking about. We're not talking about SEALs and MARSOC and Raiders and the Green Berets, all these other units. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about everything combined, the conventional forces, everything here. And I will say the Marines do hold that title as being the best, right? That's what is known to be up there. And that's also why the Marine Corps does sell the title of Marine. If you look at any Marine Corps advertisement, they sell that title so hard.
What it means to be among the few, the proud, the Marines.
It's almost like when you work at a job, you know, when you're like, hey, I might get a pay raise, and they're like, we're going to give you a title. And they're like, but do I eventually get a pay raise? And you're like, I'm going to give you a title. You're going to like it. It's called a Marine. And you're like, oh, Marine. And you totally forget any of the other stuff that you wanted out of that. But at least when you leave the service, you have the title Marine. And that may piss off some people here as well, but it is what it is. And that's why you'll see people that do have a Marine title in their thumbnail. You're going to see views go through the sky. It's because the title Marine and that elite ability or elite capability of those forces are so known to everyone.
See, everybody loves the Marines. Everybody loves them. I'm waiting for the reasons why people hate the Marines. So they're very lovable and famous and elite and all that good stuff. So far so good, and I'm a firm believer of that. And that's one of the main reasons I joined the Marines. I was actually real close of joining the Navy. Can you believe that? Can you believe me being a sailor, be looking like Popeye? You know, oh man, I'll still make that uniform look good. Not hating on the Navy. That you guys do your part. You guys are awesome. I think he was a medic in the Navy as well. So, but yeah, I was almost gonna be a Navy or a what do you call it, seaman?
Everybody that it almost does give more notoriety to them. Shout out to Jameson Travels and Original Human as they talk about this, but it's honorary for Original Human because he's technically not from the U.S. Marine Corps, but we'll lump him in there. Now the fifth one here is they have the best living conditions. You guys get the outdoor experience. You're going to be able to have a camping to the extreme here with the Marine Corps. They offer so...
They hate us because we have the best living experiences? Let's
so many
see.
different options of places you could be at. They've been proven to be in places that are desert hot, different climates, also in jungles and other places like that around the world. So I will say that you're
hands down the best place to condition and train and be ready to go overseas. When I was in, we had Operation Iraqi Freedom Part 1 all the way to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever it got to. But the best way that we trained and got ready to go to Iraq was in 29 Palms. 29 Palms. Best spot. It looked like that. I think that's in Kuwait right there. I think that's Kuwait, and 29 Palms I think looked worse. It looked worse like that than that. So once you went to Iraq, man, that was paradise. That was paradise compared to living in 29 Palms.
going to get your full experience with those areas, and I just don't think the Navy offers that same thing, or the Air Force. So realistically, those types of travel are just really great. Plus, on top of that, I believe it's like over 20 different course meal of your choosing, 3 meals a day, comes prepackaged for your own individual use. So realistically, I would say this is better than the Navy's hot chow. You're looking at this from the perspective.
Relax. Better than hot chow, an MRE. If you're not aware of the MREs, then you're not familiar with what it is, right? Meal ready to eat. All right, so we have a quick question. Oh, they can't yell at recruits, huh? San Diego. Yeah, we have Slayer. I'm gonna call you Slayer. San Diego. Yeah, I was a drill instructor in San Diego, MCRD, and I guess they can't yell at recruits. The question is, they can't yell at recruits no more. The answer is yes, you can, but you can't shark anymore. You can't do sharking. So yeah, too bad for that. And the reason why is because some of us as drill instructors, we took it a little bit too far. I'm gonna be honest with you, I took it too far as well, so I'm to blame on that change, because when we started sharking, you can only get so close, but one thing that you can do is with your campaign cover with the smoky, give them a little jab, just get them moving a little bit. But yeah, let's continue over here.
Perspective of maybe it's hot on the ship, and at least they have that, but getting to pick your own meal every day, come on, guys. You guys know the Marine Corps is better for that. Okay, I'm lying. I would say the last thing here is Brotherhood, and that is essentially because people have watched so many different movies and shows about the military, which the Marine Corps does have this.
That is so true. The Brotherhood, man, Brotherhood is big. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Once you know somebody's a Marine, you're like brothers. You are, and we do form a big bond. It's crazy. It's almost like your second family. Till this day, I still talk to some of the Marines over there. Even some recruits that when I was their drill instructor, I spoke to them and all that. And it's awesome because we know what kind of training that we go through, starting from boot camp all the way through, even being at some units. It can get pretty challenging. So being able to withstand that and do your complete 4 years or whatever you enlisted for, man, it's we know the pain. We know the pain. I think pain, well, our motto, pain is weakness leaving the body. And that pain that we all get to experience together, we get each other. Therefore, we bring each other as brotherhood.
brotherhood aspect to it. Now, a lot of people that are in like, that's bullshit. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's your perspective. But I will say as a whole, as a macro perspective, not your micro anecdotal perspective, there is a brotherhood, you know, and I think a lot of people don't see it until they actually leave the military. But if you say you're a Marine to someone else that wasn't a Marine, there is an instant communication or bond that does happen there. Probably stronger than others because it is a smaller branch where they will relate more closely than maybe how big.
That is true. You know, the Marines, the few, the proud. The Army is huge. Huge. So do they have a brotherhood? They probably do as well. I think every branch has a brotherhood, but we should all be a brotherhood, all branches together. We all have certain positions that we need to operate in, and we should all be a brotherhood, not no division or anything like that. There's some, I'm gonna be honest, there's some Marines that speak badly about the Army, or you put the Army or Air Force down, you know, calling them the chair force or having some nicknames over them, stuff like that. You know, it's all fun and games, but at the end of the day, everybody does their part. Without the other branch, we sometimes can't do our mission. And just like the Navy, I think he was a medic when we went overseas. We had medics with us. They were with us. There were even the chaplains. The chaplains was with us. They even carry with us, and you know, we all did our part.
Big the branches are for the Army and the Navy and such. Probably hated by every other single branch in the U.S. military, and kind of the stereotypes that go with that. Again, this is brotherly love. This is not a true hate on the Marine Corps. This is not a bringing your shields, bringing your pitchforks to make sure you jab it into your brother over there. That's not what this is about, because I know people are going to be pissed off, but this is just why we talk about the different stereotypes and for you to understand the culture that's there. But as always, if you guys do like what we do on this channel, you can always support the channel here on patreon.com. Link on this YouTube, this or anything else.
All right, so there it is right there. Thank you, Slayer, for joining me on this live stream. I'm not on Vet TV. No, maybe I should go check it out. But Cherry Marine, yeah, awesome. Yeah, so we're gonna continue with these reactions here. Hopefully you guys enjoy them. We're gonna get a little bit deeper into these. Let me know if you have a recommended video that you want me to react to. Let me know. Let me know what you like in the comment section. Hit that like button as well, right? Hit that like button and subscribe and hit that notification button. That way you don't miss none of my future videos. You guys take care, be safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Mind, body, and strive.